Hello everyone, this is Liwei Model. In the past year we've looked at quite a few Tomix starter set, and today will be no exception to that. So I received one from Japan again in this cardboard box here. So without further ado, let's open it up and let's look at what this one is. And there it is. Now this is the second item I buy from the same eBay seller, and I have to say that both times the items were very well packed. I'm gonna try and put a link down in the description on what this eBay seller is, just in case you guys are interested by it. I'm not being paid by this, I bought this with my own money. So this is the Tomix E259. Product number is 90184. Now, like the other Tomix review I did, I will show a couple of translations because what's over there right now, I do not understand it, and I don't think a lot of you guys understand it either. So, why did I get this? Well, this is probably one of the most sci-fi train that I've seen, and it's made out. This is probably one of the most modern train I've seen, and it looks almost like a spaceship. The driver's cab is all the way up here. This opens up. I mean, if you don't know about the E259, just take a look somewhere on YouTube. You're gonna find them. I mean, they really do look very sci-fi, and that's something that's pretty cool about them. So, what do we have on that box? If I turn it around here, we can see the box content is one set of oval tracks, which is the 8-track layout. It does have one of the N600 Tomix power supply. I already tested these and they are pretty good. We do have a rerailer, power supply, wire, and a train that just have one regular car with 2 cabs. So beside it, if you look at what else we can find, you get some advertising about different structure that they sell. This is an expansion pack. I do not have that expansion pack. I might get it in the future. I don't know yet. And this is a couple of ideas of what you could do with this set and coupled with another set. So let's open it up. Okay, well, first of all, the packaging itself, the way it looks to be packed seems to be very, very similar. Sorry about that. Seems to be very, very similar to what we had in the first Tomix set I reviewed. So here we've got the train itself. Let's just put it on the side for now. What else do we have in there? I remember there was a lot of cardboard boxes, a lot of paper stuff. So, oh, okay, we got some documentation. Let's take a look at it. Okay, first of all, we've got this here, which is the general warning. Secondly, what do we have? Oh, that's the same contest we found in the other boxes. Here's also a couple of warning on where to connect and where not to connect the tracks. Okay, so this startup guide, we've already seen it. Again, if you want to see more details about these, just go on the original review I made about this, which is accessible right here. If not, the link's going to be in the description. Now, this is different. To what extent it's different, I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. So this has the details about the E259. And what I'm looking at right here, there was an expansion pack we saw in the box, so I guess this is where they would fit. Okay, what else we have in there? Okay, so that seems to be a catalog of the different the different expansion pack that they have to improve your set. Yep, I think we've already seen this. I'm still looking forward to finding that one. That seems to be pretty interesting. Hopefully one day I'll just be able to do a demo on it. Okay, the basic manual right here. Tomix basic manual. It's pretty complete. Unfortunately, it's in Japanese. Again, I'll try to translate it for you. Okay, that's it for that. Next, we got a bunch of cardboard boxes. Let's see what's in these. Okay, seems to be pretty heavy. So I do think this is gonna be tracks. Is it? Yep, this is all the tracks. So yeah, it does look like we have also a rerailer and the power cable. Oh, and this plastic thing here, which is used for a crossroad, I think. So let's put this on the side. What else we have? This is an empty box, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's an empty box. However, I saw something in the instructions. Once I translate this, I'm gonna take a look to see if this serves a special purpose. And lastly, we got another heavy box. The box seems to be different than the one that were in the first Tomix set I reviewed. So this packaging actually has less waste in it. What's in that one? Okay, that's the power supply, the N600. Pretty good power supply if I recall correctly. So if you want to see all of this in details, I've already reviewed it in my first Tomix video. Again, the link is in the description. So if you want to see this, just go over there and watch that video. I even did a comparison with Kato tracks on it. Okay, the train itself. It seems to be pretty heavy when I had it in my hands. Yep, that has a decent weight. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, this seems to be pretty heavy. So that's one of the cab. Okay, that one's very light. So, a regular car. And this one here. That one is like medium weight, I guess. Finally, we do have a detail bag. The information on what to do with this was in the instruction, but I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, so just out of curiosity, let's take a look on how much all of that weighs. So the first car, I think this is a cab car. It seems to be pretty light. This one's 32 grams. Next one here, that one looks to be the lightest one. 31 grams. Don't know how I figured that out, but oh, and yeah, that one is different. Yeah, it even, you see the weight right here. So that one is 76 grams. Okay, let's take a look at them a bit closer. So I'll start with both cab cars. So as you can see, both cars seems on first glance to be identical. However, I noted that the powered car versus the other one is made slightly different underneath. And actually because of that, the unpowered car seems to be a tad more realistic. So let's take a look, a close look on that. There you go. So we can see that there's a lot of interesting molding in this. Like, this is not paint, this is all molded. Those doors here, you can see that it does have the GR logo right here. The Narita Express. So no detail on that door, but you won't really see this because it's going to be between this car and the next one. There isn't some interior details, but again, very much like the other set that I talked about here. Because this one is powered, as you can see, there is a very high floor, so you actually just see the very top of the benches. Now the cab itself, it does look pretty good. I don't think anything's painted inside of that, but this is so small. And if I'm not mistaken, the real prototype, this thing opens and then it's a door that can allow you to transfer from wagon to wagon. Now in terms of mechanical details, what do we have on this? It seems like both bogies are, yep, they are powered. I can see that you have a traction tire here and here. I know some people don't like traction tires. I don't particularly like them because when they dry up, it's difficult to replace sometimes, but they do provide a lot of traction, I have to say that. You got a big weight right here. In terms of coupling, we have the regular Rapido couplings. So these are pretty much standard internationally almost everywhere, except in the US, where they have tiny little couplers. Now, there is some, I guess it's like a cow catcher right here, very interesting design. And I'm not sure if you can see it, there we go. There's a coupling right there. And what I found out with the other one is that these coupling, they actually do work. I mean, okay, let's take a look at the regular car. It does have a pretty different designs, and one thing I immediately saw is that the regular coach car here, it does have a pantograph. Is it working? Yeah, it is working. It's plastic, obviously, so it's just for show. There is, however, a much better interior details in there. I don't know if you can see, there is a like armrest and a corridor and everything. So lots of compartment in the underneath. Yeah, metal wheels, rapido coupling at both ends. Yeah, that's a pretty nice car. I like the fact that it has like a little curve in the body here, like you see here. Okay, well, let's do an experiment. Because with the 313, I actually found out that it was working on my tightest radius that I have in N scale, which is the Kato CV1 compact oval set. So I'm gonna try to put this on there and see if for some reason it works. I'll be amazed if it is, because I mean those cars are pretty large, and I had a small 060 that didn't work on that oval recently. So yeah, let me try to set this up and we'll see if that works. Okay, so the powered car is this one. There you go. Make sure it's in shot. Okay, so let's see. Buzzing. It's getting there. Derailed. Okay, let's try again. Maybe I didn't put it right on the track the first time. Okay, it works this way. Let's try to go reverse. Not bad, not bad. Let's try to put a car on it. Now you guys, if you think it looks ridiculous, you are absolutely right. This is more just for the fun of it, then we'll go on a larger oval in a few minutes. Well. Seems like this one also works. Maybe not. Okay, second try. Okay, well, the facts are in. It will not work on that tiny oval. Now, let's stop being silly and put this on an actual oval. I'll be right back. Okay, I told you I was gonna look at what this is. So basically, after looking at the translation, this is supposed to be a tunnel. Like you cut this cutout part here, and then you just put it on tracks. I'm sorry, not exactly sure I want a white cardboard box as a tunnel. So yeah, we know what it is, but I'm not gonna be using it. Okay, so I've assembled the oval and put the train on the track. You will notice that there's an extra straight section that's right here, not connected to anything, and actually it's connected through a weird plastic thing there. So that's because in this set there's a lot more track that comes than with some other starter sets that I've reviewed recently. So they are very generous with the amount of tracks that they provide. In this case, it would not fit inside the other oval that's right here. By the way, this is HO scale, this is N scale. Okay, so well, what I did, I just made do and built a smaller oval. So today's it will be powered by the Bluity EB38 portable power station, connected to the Tomix N600 train controller. And well, let's see if it works at all. This train has never ran. Let's find out. That's actually not bad. I also note that there was a small noise coming from the train when I was using the Kato controller. Now that I'm using the Tomix controller, first of all, it runs better, and secondly, it's completely silent. There must be some different ways that both controllers deliver the electricity to the train. Okay, let's try in reverse. This is very, very smooth. Of course, so far all Tomix products that I reviewed were very smooth. Okay, let's try to bring it to 50% speed. Now, I know very little about the real-life prototype of this train. It does look very futuristic, and I know it's used as an airport shuttle, if I'm not mistaken. But I cannot assess if this is realist or not, but I think it's a pretty good speed. It's not too fast. I notice a small noise coming from the engine now with all the gears spinning faster. But nothing that sounds alarming. Okay, I'll try to crank up the speed just a bit till I'm not comfortable anymore, and then I'll just bring it to a full stop. Okay, so I reached about 75%. After that, I have to say that I was a bit scared it was gonna derail, so I didn't push it. One thing I noted though, it appears like it does have directional lighting. So let me just try to see if I can show that to you a bit up close. Are you able to see this? It does have two red lights right here. Now they do turn to white. I don't think I have the right angle. Let me try to see if I can do better. Okay, let's try that. You see them a bit. A lot easier to see in real life than on that camera. Yeah, I think it do appear a bit like right here. I really like the look of it. It really looks sleek. It looks very modern. It looks a bit sci-fi actually. And there's so much little markings written on it. Yeah, that cap there, almost like it has eyes on both sides, eh? Almost like it's some sort of high-tech astronaut. Oh, I think I saw myself in that windshield. Yeah, I'm very happy with this one. I might even get the extra cars that are designed to fit with it. I think it looks really sleek, it looks really modern. So let's wrap this up. So what do I think about the Basic Set SD Series E259 Narita Express? Well, again, they say it's a basic set. I guess it's a basic set because only 3 cars comes in it, and there's no like extra car. There is an extra like expansion pack that you can buy that has 3 more of those types of car. But it is still an upgrade compared to the introductory sets in the My First Kato series, like this one here, the DF200. I did a review on that one. If you want to see it, you can just click on the link in the corner. Now, I paid one of the My First Tomix set a price that would be around $130 Canadian, or about $99 US. Now this one here, it was $138 US, and I got it real cheap. If you do a conversion, it's gonna be somewhere around 194-ish Canadian dollar. Now if you are to buy this right now, the cheapest I've seen it as of filming this video is around 230 Canadian dollar. So it's about $100 more Canadian, of course, than the introductory set. And what do you get for that $100? Honestly, well, in the introductory set you had like one locomotive about the size of this one here, and then you had one very cheaply made car. When I say cheaply made, I don't mean it was bad or anything, but it was like very light and all plastic. In this one you have one passenger car here and one, I'm gonna call it a cab car. Now I also reviewed another starter set from Tomix that was not part of the My First Tomix series, and I referred to it several times during this video, and it was this one here, the E313. Another Basic Set SD. So how do they compare? Well, they're around the same price. I was actually both surprised and happy to notice that the actual powered unit was the first one here, because in the other set it was the middle coach, and although I thought at first I wouldn't really notice it because it was in the middle, it turns out that's not entirely true. So that actually makes a very good looking coach, and you actually see all the way down to the floor with this, as opposed to having a raised floor like this one with the powered unit. So the train itself, it does have quite a lot of little details. It does have quite a lot of feature also. First of all, let's start from the front, and at the very front you're gonna see that there's that, come on camera, focus. There you go, there's that coupler right here. It's very realistic and it's actually working like I showed a bit earlier on. Now you see that you have 2 lights here, and one was for the white LEDs, the second one was for the red LEDs, like you would see on the prototype here. Another thing that I have noticed here is that if you look at the cab itself, although nothing is painted in it, it's fully detailed. There's that like the control board and all of that. I really like the way the prototype looks, which makes a very good looking model. Also, it really does look like some form of, you know, living thing with an eye on each side, some nostril here, a mouth. It really looks like it comes from, you know, a very distant futuristic world. So like if it's some sort of maybe living thing, or, you know, humanoid robots or something. So I mean, Japanese certainly do have very interesting train sets. Other than that, the tempo printing on it is very good, as you can see right here. Some of the stuff I can't see by eyes. I have to look through the lens to be able to know what it is, and everything is very well applied. Every little details here, the little logo from Japan Rail, the next logo also with the little square, the red square in the middle of the X right here. I mean, all of that is legible, and I have to say it's hard to see on camera, but where it says Narita Express on top of next, you can't see it with your bare eyes or barely, so I'm not even sure what the text on top of it says from looking in the camera, so I'll be looking at that during editing for sure. Another thing I really like that's very different is that although we have a powered car here and an unpowered car here, both of them, the roofs are different. I didn't notice it during the close-up, but yeah, you see that there's a slight difference in the roof arrangement. The weight of the powered car is pretty good. The overall train feels quality. I'm not sure I said this, but I think I did. I'm not sure that a cheaply made Japanese model exists now, after testing quite a few of them by both Kato and Tomix. So, should you get one? Really depends what you're collecting. I'm beginning to dig really into this because I really like the look that they have. One side note about ordering from Japan is that I got bit by customs twice now. They don't say anything, they deliver you whatever, and then you get an invoice by mail. So this might be something you may want to watch out if you are ordering from overseas. I don't know how it works in your country, but FedEx did that twice to me now. So after some argument, I ended up reaching a deal with them. But this is something I would encourage you to watch out for. I would also like to do a shout out to NR Sokai from eBay. Again, this is the second time I ordered from him, and both times the products were very well packed, no damage whatsoever to the box, which cannot be said about some other train set I've ordered from Japan. So keep up the good work. I'm not being paid for that. I'll put a link in the description to your shop. On that note, what do you think about this? Of all the Tomix set I reviewed, do you think this is the most interesting one? Do you have any Tomix set that you would like me to look at? I don't plan on ordering anything in the nearby future, but sometime if I see a deal, I'll keep that in mind. This was Leeway Model. I hope everybody liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Leeway Model out.